My country was the first where they made cash illegal. 2016, digitalization was forced on the country. 8 o'clock in the evening announced midnight, cash was illegal, the big notes. And 70% of the economy crashed. This digitalization is now going all over the world, and there's a war on cash. They call it war on cash because cash is merely a medium of exchange. It has no value in itself. It's just a promise. You read the dollar note, it says, I promise to pay the bearer. When it's digital, even a credit card, you're giving rents to the global financial system. But when it's cryptocurrency in the hands of algorithms, in the hands of big tech, they will do what is happening in China. Create social credit system to decide a new caste system. And you might have also followed that while all this has been happening, the founder of the World Economic Forum did a book called The Great Reset on how to deal with the COVID crisis. And everything we're seeing unfold is part of that Great Reset. But an element of that Great Reset is you will own nothing. If ever there was a time for humanity to wake up, now is the time.
Banks across Lebanon will close for 3 days next week. Here's why. Because they're being held up by depositors who want to take out their own money. Lebanese have been blocked from accessing their funds since the onset of the financial crisis in 2019. And since then, the currency has lost well over 90% of its value. People making money in Lebanese pounds rather than fresh dollars have completely lost purchasing power. Public sector workers now don't make enough to survive, and they can't take out their savings due to capital controls. Earlier this week, 2 separate incidents saw armed depositors storm banks across the country and demand access to their funds. Today, there were several separate heists reported across the country, which has forced banks to react. Well over 2/3 of the Lebanese people are currently living below the poverty line, and as the currency continues to depreciate against the dollar, these attempts by armed depositors to take their own money out of banks is a phenomenon that shows the desperation of the people of Lebanon today. Emma Graham, CNBC.